Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we join you from my basement because my parents are sleeping. Now, we have our guest with us today. We have the creation of Dr. Victor Frankenstein. He is a monster.
Hi.
So we're going to hear his story now.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
As I understand, you've had a pretty interesting life here on planet Earth. You told me earlier that you were abandoned by your creator.
Yeah.
And could you tell me about your first interactions with humans prior to that abandonment?
Yeah, well, when I first got abandoned by my creator, I was just in the woods chilling, and I was pretty bored. There's not a lot to do. And I didn't know how to do a lot of things anyway because
Of course.
because I was born just prior to this event. So I was just kind of chilling. I stumbled upon this cottage of this family who seemed pretty chill. So I hung around them for a while. I watched them, figured out how to use their language, and I ended up doing all their chores for them because I was like, hey, these guys seem pretty cool, and I got nothing to do, so I might as well, right? Well, the funny thing about that is then I started talking to this guy, this old guy, one of the family. He was blind.
So you ended up being pretty good friends with him.
Yeah, I would say we were friends because we talked a lot. He couldn't see all this ugly because he's blind.
See.
So then it got to the point where one time one of the other family members stumbled in, saw me, saw the ugly, freaked out, screamed, tried to kill me with different piece of a chair or something. I can't remember. It was all such a blur, So it's like, here I am, just being attacked by these people that I've done their chores for the longest time without even like a thank you or anything, and they're trying to kill me. So they left. I got a little angry. I burned down their cottage, but they're not going to need it. They fled. They fled the sea.
Of course. I completely understand. Now, could you tell me more about this wife of yours?
Well, so I was, after this whole incident went down, I decided that I kind of wanted a wife, I kind of wanted a honey.
I see.
And I hadn't really talked to any girls. All I had done is, all I've ever done is strangle girls. That's the only thing I've done. So I decided I would ask Vic. It's the least he could do after creating me as ugly as I am, for just an equally as ugly and messed up creature wife. And he was all chill with the idea. I thought we were on the same page, but then as he's creating her, she's like almost complete, and he just tears her apart right in front of me. And I'm like, dude, that is not cool.
So he just tore her apart right in front of you?
Yeah. It sucked, dude.
How did that make you feel?
It didn't feel good. I was really upset.
Now, the question that is on everyone's mind tonight is, what did you do about that?
Well, as anybody would, I thought about, how can I get this guy back? And so I was thinking about it, and he was really into this, some chick named Elizabeth, right? And she was okay. She wasn't all that, but whatever. And so I waltzed over to Elizabeth, and I decided, well, I'm going to strangle you, because I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty good at strangling people. So I strangled her. She's dead. Victor's pissed at me. He chases me around the world, and then he dies. And I'm like, well, now what do I do? So that's basically where I'm at.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you next time.